Welcome back to another episode of Yet Another Hardcore Ironman. When I last left off, I told you I'd get 40 agility, and here it is, 40 agility. So now I have a bit less water skins and a bit more cakes, and so it's time for me to take revenge on the agility pyramid. Hopefully I can get probably 4 or 5 before I need to leave, so let's see how I do. So I've run into a bit of an issue. I thought it would make for a good clip where I could stack maybe 2 or 3 of these in my inventory and cache them all at once. But it seems like this thing doesn't exist anymore. So I guess maybe it only respawns once I actually make it through the doorway, and since as of that last episode I didn't ever make it through the doorway, I'm actually stuck up here until I either make it through this doorway or I have to actually teleport out. So hopefully I can make these last few obstacles and make it out. And the last one. Hey, I made it. So I can just walk through here and that will put me at the bottom of the pyramid. Oh, and there's an agility level. So now let me go turn this original one in, since there wasn't one at the top. I could have sworn you could stack those up. I guess not. Let me sell it, and I think it might be better to at least cut my losses here for now and restock up. So I'll do this until. I was originally going to do this until I had 100k, well 500k, but I think 500k might be out of the question for now. So I think maybe 70 or 80k would be good. So let's try this out. So I'm almost out of food and almost out of water skins, but I've made 40k, and I've decided that with the 10k, about 10k that I have in my bank, I'm gonna leave it off here. If I need to make any more money, I can come back or try and look up another money maker that's good for me to do. But I think that it's kind of pointless to just start making money without having a clear goal in mind. So let me show you exactly the goals that I have in mind. So now that I've made a little bit of money, let me go over the entire course that I have set out for this account. First, I started off with thieving so I could get some food. With the food, I then got 30 agility, and then I could tackle on the agility pyramid. I didn't quite make 500k. Let's go ahead and change that to, let's say, 50k. But from here, my next step is to go to take on some non-combat quests. These quests basically won't involve combat, so I can level my other skills and progress towards my quest point goal while keeping my hit points at the same level. It's important that I keep my hit points at the same level that they are right now for my next goal, Wintertot. Wintertot is a boss minigame combination that's new to old school RuneScape. The idea is to keep several fires burning to stave off some sort of ice demon. Every so often you'll take periodic cold damage, which scales based on your max HP. So you want your HP to be as low as possible while doing this. The rewards are also good, a variety of ores, logs, and other resources to kick off my skilling. So basically I want to grind Wintertot until I get maybe 80 or 85 fire making, or basically whenever I'm satisfied with the materials that I have right now. It's basically a step that all Ironmen do, so it'd be kind of stupid for me not to take advantage of it. Next, let's go over to the right. Once I'm done with Wintertot, I won't need to keep my HP low anymore, so I'll be free to take on the quests that actually involve combat. And with the combination of these, the non-combat quests I've done before and the quests that I'll be doing now, I should be able to get to 175 quest points. This is the final quest point total that's required for fully completing Recipe for Disaster, which will allow me to get the Barrows gloves. Which will be basically my best in slot gloves for the foreseeable steps. With the best in slot gloves across Mage, Melee, and Ranged, I'll be ready to take on Barrows. And I haven't exactly decided how long I'd stay there, but I'd really like to get all of the Barrows items before I tackle on any of my other grinds. But that's a bit unreasonable, so we'll see how far that takes me. Either way, I figured I'd get a lot of magic XP out of doing Barrows, and so that would take me pretty close to 89 magic, which is one of my main goals for the Ring of Suffering. Now let's back up a bit and go to the left side. It's not just combat quests I'll be doing after Wintertot. I'll also be doing Slayer. Slayer is going to be how I'm going to get a lot of my herbs, and it's also going to be how I make a lot of my XP through just grinding out my combat stats. I also make a lot of gold through the alchables, so Slayer will also be pretty instrumental in this, in getting me to my Ring of Suffering. After I have a high enough Slayer level, I'll be able to take on the quest Monkey Madness 2. Once I've completed this quest, they unlock the actual monsters that actually drop the uncut Zenyte. Once I kill, hopefully, a very few amount of them, the drop rate for the uncut Zenyte is about a 1 in 300. I remember getting it in about 100 kills on my main, so hopefully I get about as lucky. But the uncut Zenyte is again another part of the Ring of Suffering. The next part is the uncut onyx, which you get from once I get enough combat stats from these combat quests and doing Slayer, I'll feel comfortable enough to go for my fire cape. Once I have my fire cape, there's basically an area that's new to old school RuneScape, called Mol Ulrek. There, I'll be able to buy the uncut onyx once I gather enough Tokul, and Barrows will also be instrumental in getting the amount of Tokul that I need to get the uncut onyx. Then I need to cut it with a high crafting level, and once I have a high crafting level, I can then boost up and make the Ring of Suffering. And somewhere down the line, I'll need to make a mature Wizard Mind Bomb. I believe I just need to do a couple of quests and get my farming up a couple of levels, but that's a pretty easy step, so I'll be focusing mostly on this non-combat quest for now. Since I've made enough cash already, I think it'd be good for me to start getting into really the meat of what I believe old school RuneScape is, the quests. So let's get started. Alright, we're going to pick up this non-combat quest grind with the first quest, Misthalin Mystery, which is basically sort of like a murder mystery, I think. So yeah, let's hop right into it. Take the boat. Oh, watch this guy get murdered. Oh, watch her get murdered. Oh, blowing up a barrel, I think. Oh, watch her get murdered. Nope, watch her get murdered. Boss battle. just like that. Seems like, honestly, if she killed me right now, I'm only one defense. Oh man, what a plot twist. Oh, snap. I actually forgot about that part. Oh, snap, we just specced her out. Oh snap, about to come in with the AGS spec. Oh no, BGS spec. I messed that up. Alright, and that's it. Quest done. Pretty easy. Next episode we'll take on a lot more quests. Let's get to it.